if your entire output is designed around being a person that everybody likes and you can get along with every single person, then you never touch politics. Stavros and Gianmarco talked about you. I think I saw a clip on Twitter. It was pretty cool.
Because you're the only one that I felt like I could get good advice from on this very particular topic.
Sure.
Was I wrote Stavros was one I wrote because I did Hasan Piker's show, and there was all the like dog collar things. And I'm like looking on the internet. I'm like, the internet's crazy. But is this a thing? Should I be worried? And I had you had to understand Twitch, you had to understand Hasan, you had to understand the internet, you had to understand comedy.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, there's so few people that I know. Yeah. And I just met Stavros 3 weeks ago, and it's like, well, here's it. But it was funny in that I'm taking in all these things from the internet. People saying Hasan Piker his dog. Yeah. Well, and then the second I walked in there into his home, and like the dog comes up and runs to me, I'm like, this is crazy. No, there's no way. I mean, this is insane.
You know, that's funny because I didn't even think about the context because of you not really knowing that world. But like, when in doubt, it's just guys mad at Hasan. Yeah, he is the biggest lightning rod because like between I mean, literally, they act towards Hasan the way they think he acts to his dog, where it's like he's like. You have far left politics, which immediately kind of, you know, people attack you for whatever. But then he's just a piece of ass. And what most of the, and he's rich, and what most of the like, he's like the perfect guy in a lab. He's like a hot Muslim who like talks about left politics and got rich off their platform for video games, but he talks about, you know, how Trump is bad on it, and it's like, of course, it's like you invented a guy for the stereotypical like groiper incel, you know, whatever fan to be mad at. Having said that, he is a piece of shit. He's a Turkish as far as I'm concerned, and I don't want to. Do not clip me. Whatever you do not clip me giving him compliments. Yeah, that is my one thing I would like.
Yeah, too late, big dog. We know the truth now. You fucked up.
Like, I don't want to be seen on the record as supporting Hasan too much because I also hate him for those exact reasons. And I am looking forward to his inevitable downfall when the Trump-controlled media does take his Twitch account away. Yes, that'll be the one silver lining. When we lose freedom of the press, Hasan will have to go back
while
to
he's on stream.
The chat
will be like, bro, this is why I love. Loki, this is part of the reason why I love my New York friends, even ones that are not like expressly political. Like Stavros is a comedian, right? Obviously, he has a political worldview. You know it. It comes out in his comedy every now and then. But he's just like, he is what you would bracket off as like an apolitical person, right? Like the way that his content works. And yet, like, he has a decent working understanding of how this environment works and how people react to certain things. Like, he has a much... maybe it's from like years and years of doing this, because like you can't be a fucking successful comic by just simply unfolding on the scene. Like Stavros for years did small rooms and had to test out his material in front of real crowds. And I feel like that obviously plays a role in your understanding of the world. But this is why I always say like New York is so much better for me in general, because like most people in Los Angeles, I wouldn't say they're fake. That's the easiest thing to say. Oh, they're fake. Like, no, it's not. They're just scared, okay? They don't know enough about politics. They don't want to understand it. And they are generally kind people that have, like, decent politics, but they're so terrified of having a blemish on their record. And I think right-wingers use that against people like myself by trying to make me as toxic as possible in the eyes of all of these like apolitical content creators by just like harassing them endlessly and doing the same shit that they do to me to other people to punish them until they just come out and become like anti-Hasan writers. It's nutty. This LA shit is bullshit. Y'all don't even have real weather. When you're in New York, you get the real shit. Okay, calm down. New Yorkers, even if they're not political, have an elite bullshit meter. That's the difference. They also just literally don't give a fuck what people outside of New York think. Yeah. Why are they afraid about the blemish? What do you mean? If your entire output is designed around being a person that everybody likes and you can get along with every single person, then you never touch politics. Do you think it's an accident? Do you think all of these content creators in LA are oblivious to ICE raids that are going on, to Donald Trump, to all this shit? You think they just like live in ivory towers where they're completely oblivious? No, they're not. They know what the f- is going on. But also, in the words of Michael Jordan, Republicans buy sneakers too, okay? That's it. Streaming for the most part is a popularity contest. And that's precisely the reason why a lot of people who don't want to come out and be seen as like offensive or be seen as like a nuisance will be extra careful. You see this WPBM ignore steak
Nigga
logo?
said HasanAbi her shit. Yo, y'all gotta dead ass relax. Hasan's my dog. I think y'all got all this shit twisted. Y'all weird as hell. I'm not throwing no collars or nothing. Chill out. Said HasanAbi her shit. Yo,
paints a narrative, and in my mind, I think the thing I was like, yeah, it isn't fair to make a dog stay in frame all the time. Like it's got to be. It like started to bleed in,
hilarious.
and then you're there, and you're like the dog's wandering around, and there's this gigantic dog is just lying down next to my leg, and you're like, yeah, dogs lie down.
Yeah,
but it didn't convince me, but it did get under my skin enough that I was like, am I making a bad decision right now?
That's
and
hilarious.
then I walked in there, and I swear to God, the second I saw the dog, I was like, you idiot.
Right.
How powerful this.
Yeah. That's crazy because
so many clips and these Twitch streamers, they're on camera.
Yeah.
I think
their whole time. I mean,
whole time.
Their whole life is on camera.
There's 3 clips where Hasan moves his hand like this and the dog goes like this and you go,
yeah.
And it's more just to really accept, oh yeah, I can be manipulated.
Yeah, that's fascinating because I didn't even consider that as part of the advice because I guess I really try and not think of any of that as reality, even though it is, right? Like you can't help that like public opinion and the internet like just does affect your life.
Yeah.
But I try really hard.
I feel like you've had to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean,
in a way that I'm maybe as every new notch is like new. Like I remember when the one mean comment would
right.
And then it's like, all right, this tweet.
I don't watch any of these drama streamer people, but their drama is always covered on every lifter stream, so it's hard not to pay attention. I know. I don't give a shit.
68,000 people that says I suck.
Right.
Okay, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
that was one of my best tweets, by the way. That was some of my best engagement that month.
Because you.
Yeah. Take notes. You need to spend less time on stream, Hunk. It's true. I do. I do need to spend less time on stream.
You're
the drama in responding to your chat is the shit I wade through to get to the commentary. Sometimes the commentary or the talking to chat segments are still important though. I try to make sure that it's instructive and it's not you can't let drama consume the commentary. And I think a lot of people lean into that. I try to make a point and then move on and get to the news, you know? You need to spend more time getting Jamaican beef patties and cocoa bread. Move the New York big dog. I never got the Jamaican beef patties, bro. I wanted to get it so bad. I wanted to get it so goddamn bad, and I didn't. And now I feel bad about it. And it makes me frustrated that I didn't get the beef patties. Okay, get some oxtail too. Even White Boy Chef from OKC is on it. I feel like I've had oxtail. I don't know. I've had like a bunch of Nigerian food, and some of the Nigerian food that I've had has been amazing. Obviously, jollof is excellent. I love that shit.